So, I'm putting in some quick disclaimers before I begin this. Firstly, this is a test video, sorta, as I'm using a new microphone and editor to enhance the quality of my videos. So, feel free to tell me in the comments section if this works better than what I initially had before. Secondly, this was an idea that I felt like I wanted to do after having my own experiences of seeing bad videos here and there in the CC and other communities that are related, and I felt like I wanted to share what I and usually some content creators would do for the general public. So, if you feel like I should keep going about this series, I will try to keep it going. I can't guarantee that it will last though. Lastly, before you guys go, if you guys have some spare time and moolah, I will be speaking of something that you should try to help spread the word, or donating, or pledging, or whatever. But, anyway...
Kneel before your dark lord of the messengers, you fucking pricks!
Hey guys, I'm the Starmaker, and welcome to a brand new series that I will be conducting called Community Service Announcements, or CSA for short. These announcements I feel like creating when I see a trope that basically urges me to no end and should die but is seen frequently, or a trope that is productive, but usually it's going to be mostly the former. These videos are mainly educational in the hopes that someone wants to begin making videos like commentaries. These videos will be here so they can make videos of repeating these tropes, and that they should be left to their graves, or at least hopefully rare nowadays. Feel free to also use these videos as sources in future commentaries as well. I know I will. So, before I go into this, I should probably start off with the concept of a commentary and one of the main purposes of a commentary, just for those that do not have prior knowledge or whatever. So, first off, a commentary is a critical analysis of what is wrong with the video, why it's wrong, and ways for the person to become better at making videos like commentaries, reviews, and etc. However, a commentary is also based on the opinion of the person who is making said commentary, as they are expressing their thoughts and views about said video. So, in essence, it's subjective to anyone. It's left up to anyone's interpretation of what they think is wrong, and so and so. Thus, why the CC exists, or sort of. Now, what are the purposes of a commentary, you may ask? Well, I've listed one of the reasons, and that was to help people be better at making quality videos. But what about the other purpose? Like, what is the purpose here on YouTube that we all come here to enjoy and whatnot? If you haven't guessed by now, it's entertainment. As basically consumers, we expect great things to arise from any video like commentaries, reviews, whatnot. And it is a major thing to engage the audience so that they won't be leaving like saying,
"Oh, I learned some things, and shit, that was boring. I was watching a card game of Uno player, and everyone was so fucking boring. I didn't know rage quit. Fucking wasting my time."
Fucking zombies, I swear to God. Anyway, we as content creators should at least entertain the masses with jokes, emotions, and etc. This is essentially engaging the audience so they won't be leaving without a chuckle, smile, or even a laugh. Which is why certain commentators like Ryan Rhino Mills, Youngblood Fantasy 91, Ponder Sprocket, Half-World Hero, Super Epic, Clay, Zarek, and so on are so successful in this, as they are able to make engaging content that viewers enjoy and come back to see more of their content, including myself, if you will. Now, you're probably wondering by this point,
Well, Mask, you went on about purposes, entertainment, and whatnot. So, what's your fucking point of this announcement? Or are you simply going to go on about shit nobody gives a fuck for?
well, I should probably discuss this trope that I usually probably would see in newbie commentators, and possibly even the older ones, that they shouldn't even do in the first place, or it's just simply rare nowadays, is basically this.
Well, from this commentary, I could say that you fucking suck at making these commentaries, so here's a suggestion. Stop! You fucking suck at these videos, so you should quit or you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with a gal on the lake. Bye, fagulos.
God, what the fuck have I become? Anyway, This particular trope in mind basically has so many flaws within itself. Firstly, it goes against the biggest purpose mentioned earlier. That as a commentator, you're supposed to help the person in question by pointing out the flaws of their video in question, not driving them away from doing things like commentaries, game reviews, and etc. By doing this trope, you're not only defeating one of the main purposes for making a commentary, but you're probably the reason that someone stopped making videos. You drove them away because you wanted to be a badass and a tough guy. Whoa, 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 before you go ahead and jump the gun and shoot me down with your goddamn firearms and goddamn firecrackers, there are some exceptions to how this can be used. First off, as long as you're not being a complete cunt with your video and whatnot, and at least not condescending as fuck to the point where it seems like you genuinely want this person to no longer make videos, and kind of say something that is somewhat subjective like this. Well, to be honest, through my eyes, you're not great at making commentary, so you may not be the perfect candidate when doing these videos, and probably should focus on what else could fit your mind at the moment. You know, like Let's Plays, game reviews, etc. But, I mean, hey, everyone can improve, and it's basically subjective to you guys. Then, this trope really isn't applied here. And along with that, something like, you should probably take a break from commentaries, as you should try to clear your mind and think of how to improve and etc. This isn't also implied here as well. Secondly, and this one can be difficult to pull off, and I have never actually seen this be attempted before, but if it's just a playoff for laughs, which is humor in a nutshell, the trope may not be applied here as long as you make it clear to the audience that you're not trying to be a complete cunt to the person in question. You're doing it for satirical purposes. These are essentially what I could think at the top of my head, and you can even feel free to throw in a comment section what other things I missed here, but at the very least, you get where I'm going with this. Now, I may have read your minds up to this point, and maybe asked,
why are you doing this announcement named Mr. Robotic Frosty Gas Wilson 360 Generic Starmaker?
Well, as a commentator that solely came into the community just to help people improve on their video production, this trope irks me so much, as it has the exact opposite effect as mentioned before, and this can drive away small content creators that could make a huge impact one day. And as a person that wants to see and help more people become better and achieve a higher quality video production rate, it makes my skin crawl when this trope is present. Luckily though, there hasn't been anyone that left due to this trope, but the possibility of it happening someday is still there. Even if the person in question is complete shit, there is always the time to improve and always the time to prove yourself that you are at least capable of making quality content. Phew, got that out of my system. Now, before I end off the video, which by the way, you can go ahead and leave and whatnot, but if you want, stay and listen, I got some updates that I gotta talk about. First off, I'm starting a Patreon for those that feel like they want to donate to help me increase the video production of my videos, streams, and etc. The money pledged will be used to help with video production or other important things. Family and friends can be applied here if they really need money or whatnot. I'll have a video detailing more on my Patreon, but just know a goddamn Patreon freak that just started one. Second, spreading the word here for a great friend of mine, but as you guys may or may not know, Super Funny Bros created a GoFundMe for Emmett, whom you guys may know as Hobbs' boyfriend if you keep up with Youngblood Fantasy 91. Now currently, there are financial difficulties and conflicts that Emmett, unfortunately, is dealing with at home. And this problem at home is, if you guessed it, abuse. Now, as someone that has witnessed abuse before, and thankfully that shit was resolved years ago, abuse is a heavy thing to go through, and especially when it's your parents dealing the abuse, both physically and mentally. So Emmett sort of needs out of the home and be with friends before, you know, shit becomes uglier than it already is, and kind of the reason why the GoFundMe exists. Now, I'm not forcing you guys to donate. Like I said, that is completely up to you, the viewer. But if you can, please donate or spread the word. It is for a really good cause, and I hope, like, that basically Hobbs and Super Funny Bros and Emmett, I hope those guys achieve this goal, because I don't want to see, you know, a person go through any more abuse, you know? It's a really heavy thing, as mentioned. Lastly, I'm going to be busy from essentially May to mid-June, as life, is sort of screwing with me at the moment. AP exams, SATs coming up, it's just right now, I'm really, really busy with school. However, once I go through with school and whatnot and all this shit is done, I promise to be active during my summer. Hell, you can even bother me on my Twitter or the comments of this video about it. I hope to keep this promise active. As, I haven't focused on commentaries for the holy shit a fucking year. But, yeah, I'll be back soon, guys. Relevant links to the GoFundMe, Hobbs' video about it, and my Patreon, if it goes up soon, will be in the description. Anyway, I'm the Starmaker saying, I'm a fucking frickin' frack! And I'll see you guys on the other side. Have a great day, folks.